Hey, it's Albert Orange, and welcome to another NFL Wild Card fourth quarter commentary. I guess it's not another one. It's the first one I've ever done, but it's the Detroit Lions versus the Los Angeles Rams as the Rams running back goes up down the left hash mark, gets a first down. 14 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. We're just starting. I mean, I am a little bit late, but, so what? I missed a couple of plays. Oh well. So Rams at their own 25. We're just going to get right into it. We're not going to dilly-dally. It is Sunday Night Football. They run it for a gain of about 1.5 maybe. And it's the Lions over there in Detroit, Michigan, in Ford Field. I think it might have a connection to the actual, Henry Ford family. And Stafford has an incompleted pass. It was intended for Puka Nacua, I think, or was it Tutu Atwell? It was 15. It was who was 15? I don't remember. Was it? Let's see. Yeah, it was 15. It was Nacua, wasn't it? Yeah, he's got the hair. So yeah, I should probably mention the score. It is 24-20 Detroit. And it's 3rd and 8 currently. And I guess somebody took a timeout. Or, well, the play clock did reach 0. So I think it might have been a delay of game. Or, no, it was a timeout. Okay, so Los Angeles took its second timeout of the second half. There's Dan Campbell. His nose is really red. It is red. There's Barry Sanders with the Lions varsity jacket. Calvin Johnson on the cover of Madden 13. Eminem with the Lions sweatshirt. He's got a beard. Benjamin Cap. 66th year as Lions season ticket holder. Dude, I want to be one of those guys. I want to be a lifelong season ticket holder, but I don't got the dough, you know. That's why I do this. Here's Nacua. Nacua picks up a first down, and there he is at the 36. So 17 is Nacua. I don't know who 15 is. I'm assuming it's Atwell. I remember, what's his name? Baker Mayfield was number 17 for the Rams last year when he, led that game-winning drive that one time. I think it was Monday night or Thursday night. I don't remember, but it was one of those. And he wore number 17. So that was actually really cool to see. And then a couple games later, he just, I don't know, something happened that didn't do well. But hey, now he's with the Bucks, and now he's they're gonna play against the Eagles on Monday night. It's still part of the wild card. So yeah, that's cool. I heard the Chiefs beat the Dolphins. And I watched the... who did I watch? It was the Saturday night game. As Stafford drops back down the middle. Oh, that's a first down. And that's... Okay, Robinson. Now, I don't know his first name, but Robinson is number 15 on the Rams. As I still try to remember... Oh, yeah, it was the Texans versus the Browns. And the Texans just blew them out. So I watched that. And then earlier today, I didn't watch the Chiefs game because that was on a certain streaming service, and which I will never pay for. And that is, of course, unless the Community movie comes out. So, and apparently it's going to come out on that platform. They run it, and that's going to be a pickup of 5. We're going to go to second down. 11:30 to go in the game. 24-20, Detroit. I hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, I didn't see that Chiefs game, or the Chiefs versus the Dolphins game, but Chiefs won that. And then earlier today, the Packers won against the Cowboys. So there you go, Cowboy season, huh? Cowboy season. It's Cowboy season. Oh, how about them boys? They run it, and it's a first down and a little bit more. Right on the Lions' pride, watermark on the sideline. We're in midfield, and the running back just went out at the 35. I'm sorry, my throat is. I have to clear it because I did just eat I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with extra crunchy peanut butter, which was not good. And then I also ate some a couple of jam on toasts. So, and there's Nakua, who gets a nice gain, connected with Stafford. That's a first down, and they're in the red zone, approaching the 10. I should have been calling this play instead of describing my diet, which is barely a diet. I just had 3 slices of toast with jam, and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with extra crunchy peanut butter. They run it, and that is a negative gainage, loss of yard, and whistles are being blown. There's Sean McVay. He's pressing his lips. He's got a cowlick. He's got the exact type of hairstyle that I would have wanted back in middle school. And for some reason, maybe it's because of that, but it's also Sean McVay just always seemed like he had a middle school haircut to me. I'm not trying to knock the guy, but it's just that's just the truth. Number 20 on the Rams gets a couple yards off a connection from Stafford. Stafford actually had to go into the tent. There's Aaron Donald. He had to go into the tent because I don't know, his side was hurting or something with his fingers. They showed earlier in the game. They showed his the webbing between his index finger and his middle finger was all just destroyed, and it was just slit down the webbing, and so that was a nice sight to see. You'll have to apologize for the space heater running in my background. We go to a commercial here, and it is extremely cold in my area right now. It has been for the last 2 days. It's pretty much been 5 degrees all day. So, for the last couple of days. So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. And I wish I could turn the space heater down, but I'm not, because as much as I don't mind being cold for a bit, even with the space heater on, it's still very cold in my garage. Like, my toes are practically freezing right now. Although it could be worse. So, yeah. That's actually kind of an exaggeration. My toes aren't freezing. They're just, but like, they're still like very, very cool. Like, very cool, Yeah, it's just really, really cold in my garage. And, I mean, so much so, it's so cold where I live right now. We actually were able to get my dog to sleep in the garage because my mother finally allowed it. Okay? Yes, my mother doesn't let my dog sleep anywhere inside. It doesn't matter if it's in the garage or if it's in the house. Oh, not. It would be a sin to let my dog in the house. It'd be a sin. Let alone the garage, But we were able to convince her, and he sleeps in the garage now. Stafford to the end zone! Oh, incomplete! It was intended for Cooper K. Or, as I like to call him, Coop K. Cooper Kupp, okay? And it's 4th and 8. Yeah, Kupp was headed toward the corner of the end zone, and it was just too high for him. It was just too covered. And they're going to kick a field goal for 29 yards. 8:13 to go. And it's up, and it's a wobbler, but it makes it through. So a 1-point game in Ford Field. 24-23 Lions. It is a close one. It's pretty much been a close one, although the Lions have had the lead for pretty much the entire game. So, yeah, I've also, I don't know if I've mentioned this, I haven't actually, but making his first appearance on pretty much anything that I do nowadays, whether it be the podcast that I do, Pod by Orange, go check that out, or the fourth quarter commentaries, making his first appearance. I don't even know if he's appeared in a fourth quarter commentary, but I'm just going to assume that he has, because, maybe he has. Making his first appearance in a long time is my dog Rio. And my dog Rio is currently trying to sleep on his little cot. So, he's not running around or walking around like he usually does, which is a relief for me, because normally even if it's just like I don't know, like if it was like a normal amount of cold, like, I don't know, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, my dog wouldn't mind being outside for a long time. But nowadays, he's, and no pun intended here, but he's chill. Like, he prefers to stay inside because it's just that cold. So, shout out to my dog, who's right here. He's just being a lazy animal, trying to go to sleep. But he won't. He can't. Because I'm here. And I'm probably going to be yelling for like a while, maybe at some point during this recording. So, I hope you're all doing well. We're going to go back to the game here once they get done with this commercial. They got spaghetti on the television. Eminem once again with the hat and the hoodie over the hat. Very nice look. He is from Detroit. He is from 8 Mile, which, you know, that's a movie that he made. It's a great movie. I liked 8 Mile. I actually really loved 8 Mile. So, I'm just realizing I should probably take my inhaler. They just cut to commercial again. So yeah, I'm just gonna... I have an inhaler for asthma and stuff. I'm gonna take that right now. But I'm gonna pause the recording, and then I'll, resume the recording once I'm done taking my inhaler, getting high off of my albuterol. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna cut to, like, I don't know, when the game starts again, because I don't want commercials to dominate the recording time. So I'm gonna do that. Just wait a second. Alright, we are back. They got drones. They got drones lighting up the sky in the Detroit Lions logo and the Rams logo, that's just so cool. Just drones, man, just lighting up the sky. It actually is kind of cool to see that. But alas, they're just drones, Here's Jared Goff, running back, feeling some pressure. He's just gonna ground the ball, and it's 2nd and 10. You would think that I'd be more excited about drones these days, but I'm kind of not. I'm kind of just like over it, I kind of just don't care. The me from like 12 years ago would have freaked out about drones lighting up the sky. Now I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just trying to watch some football, some playoff football. Oh yeah, the Bills game against the Steelers got moved to tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but now it got moved to 1:30 tomorrow, which is kind of wild. 3rd and 4, Jared Goff. Oh no, incomplete. It's gonna be 4th down, 7.5 to go in the game. He was trying to go for Montgomery. No, who's number 8? Is that Montgomery? Is it Montgomery? No. Oh, it's Reynolds. Oh man, I knew his name as well. I just forgot it. God. Anyways, they're gonna punt from their own 31. And possession will once again go to the Rams. Oh, that... and the returner and nearly just dropped the ball there. So it's still a 1-point game. Yeah, so he called a fair catch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that ball kind of like came down into his arms. It was like it tried to like spin itself out from his arms. So that's not what you want. And my dog is still lying in his own little dog bed, trying to go to sleep. Once again, though, he's not. I got a lamp in my garage. I got a new lamp. and it actually lights up the garage very well. And I think I might use it for when I, start filming myself for like my Lego series, or even my podcast. I might start filming myself for the podcast that I do. It's called Pod by Orange. That's POD dot BY dot ORANGE, and it's available anywhere you get your podcasts. Okay, anywhere. Just search it up, and search up my name, Albert Orange, and give a rating. Give it a rating. Rate it 5 stars, even if you don't feel like it deserves that many stars. Just give it a 5-star rating. It's just look at it as an act of kindness. You're helping out a podcaster who's just trying to make it, man. I'm just trying to get big with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? My dog is still trying to go to sleep, so he's not paying any attention to me, which is fine. That's fine. It's just, I don't know, I guess he's just a little tired or something. I don't know. But anyways, back to the game. Yeah, we got the Steelers and the Bills tomorrow, and the Buccaneers and the Eagles for Monday night. So that's cool. And it's still a 1-point game. Like I said, in Detroit, 24-23, 7:18 to play. There's Stafford pointing to his helmet. He's a captain. And he hands it off. And that's a pickup of about 1. So, I guess the Rams got a couple of injuries, which probably would have been helpful to look up. So, before the game started, but I didn't have enough time. And either way, I don't care that massively about either of these teams. However, I am rooting for Detroit. I'm rooting for Detroit to win because, the Rams, they're a division opponent to my Seahawks. Stafford looking down the left. There's Puka. He's got Puka, and Puka keeps going down the sideline. Oh man, what a nice gain by Nacua. Puka Nacua. They had a graphic on him earlier, highlighting his stats and stuff. They called it, you know what they called it? They called it Pukamon. Get it? Like Pokemon, but his name, because his name's Pukamon, but it's Pokemon, and it was like a bunch of cards. It was like a bunch of sports cards of with his pictures of him just playing football. Apparently, he played for University of Washington. And as the Rams get another first down, that's a 15-yard gain by Rivers, the running back. So, that was just funny to see the 182 yards, most by rookie in postseason game. That's Puka Nacua for you. So, yeah, that's cool, except, he plays for the Rams. I guess I could root for individuals, regardless on which team they are in. But, they're the Rams. Oh, my goodness, that was going to be a first down. And that was for Tyler Higbee. And Higbee had it down, but his kneecaps just got ran over by a Lions defender. And, oh, man. He made him land right on top of his head. Just flipped his whole body over. He landed on his own head. Oh, what a rough hit. Oh, man. And Tyler Higbee just limps over to the sideline. Oh, my goodness. 5:05 to play in this fourth quarter. 2nd down and 10. Detroit with a 1-point advantage. Oh my goodness, and it looks like it's that right knee for Higbee. And the play clock goes at 15. Stafford. With the man in the backfield, Stafford looking down the middle, and that's a good gain of 6 yards. It was Cooper Kupp with the reception. Cooper K. Coop K. I gotta give Matthew Stafford a nickname. Okay, Jared Goff, I'll call Jared G, okay? Jared the G, right? And then Matthew Staff, the staff of Ford, the Matt staff of Ford. I don't know what I'm talking about. 3rd and 4. Stafford feeling pressure, hands it out to his right. There's a flag on the field. It was for Rivers, but he doesn't pick up anything. But there is a flag on the field. I don't know who it's on. I don't know what the call is. Oh, was that on... Oh, it was on the offense. Oh, it was on 79. I don't know. I still don't know what it is. Oh, it was holding. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I thought it was on the defense for a second. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So it's 3rd and 14. So, with 4:17 left in the game, it's 3rd and 14. Let's see what they do here. Okay, everyone's just like not even setting themselves up. The play clock isn't even winding down. It's okay, now it is. Okay, everyone's getting set, and somebody's calling a timeout, I presume. So that just stops everything. What's happening? Did somebody call a timeout? What? They're not... It doesn't say that anybody took a timeout. What happened? What is that? There's no flag on the field. Why are we stopping? It's there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the game clock, which is just nice. That's nice. And the referee just kind of raises the roof with his right hand, and I just... Why did we stop? Sean McVay still looks like he's got a little kid haircut. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Adrian Hutchinson with 2 sacks today. Stafford. He takes the snap. Drops back. Oh, going deep, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Rams looking for a flag, but they won't get one. 4th and 14. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It was for Nacua, but Nacua couldn't hold on to it. Oh, that's a hold! That's a hold on the defense! Oh my god! Oh, that should have been called, my friend. Oh man. Oh man, that was but did that even like impede his ability to catch that ball? It didn't look like it did, but you never know. And so the Rams just punted. Wow. Well, the Lions are going to retake possession either way after the punt. So that was, wow. I don't imagine that Rams fans are happy with that call. But, you know, as a Seahawks fan, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to complain. I know it makes me a hypocrite. I'm sorry. So is anybody who's a sports fan, okay? Protect the team, my man. Protect the team. Dude, is my dog dying or something? He's still breathing? No, he's breathing. Yeah, there you are. Why are you so sleepy? Oh, you just want to sleep. Oh, well. That's how he is today, I guess. I don't want him to die. Okay? At least most of the time, okay? He's a pesky little rodent, so I have this almond milk that I'm drinking that I still need to finish, so I'm gonna finish it at some point, but not right. I'm not gonna take a sip out of it right now because it is on commercials, and I don't want to mute or I have the commercials on mute, but it's on commercials, and I don't want there to be any dead air, while I'm recording, right? I could just pause again, but like that would be a bit lazy, I guess. I don't know. But there you go. You can hear the TV again, hopefully, maybe. I'm gonna take a sip of this almond milk. That's very good almond milk. Oh man, seeking the first playoff win since 1991, the Lions not only clinch the NFC North, but they also seek their first playoff win since 1991. And I believe that year they lost to, so they won a playoff game, and I guess it must have been the divisional, and they went to the NFC Championship where they lost to the Washington Redskins, and who then went on to beat the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. The first out of those Buffalo Bills Super Bowl losses. That 4-year string. It must have been agonizing for them to go through that. I mean, I watched a documentary about that actually. It was just, oh man, it was rough. Anyways, is that Reynolds again? No, it is Montgomery. Who had, he picked up a first down? Okay, I didn't even notice that. I was too busy babbling my mouth off. But there you go, on their own 31. The handoff to Montgomery again. That's going to be good for maybe a yard, half a yard, maybe nothing at all. We're going to go to second down. 2.5 to play. As we approach the 2-minute warning. I was about to say the 2-minute quarter. But no, it's the 2-minute warning. Are they going to make a play here? 10 seconds left till the warning. There's a guy in a very creepy Lions mask, which That was really weird. They go to the 2-minute warning. That guy had the scariest lion mask. I mean, the eyes were just wide open. It just had dead eyes. That was just not good. It's gonna haunt somebody in their dreams, probably some little kid just trying to watch football, you know. It's just scary. Oh man, it's so cold. It is so cold in here. I have the space heater on, but it just doesn't do enough. It doesn't do enough. And it's somehow it's colder, you know, than like the last couple of days combined. Like, I don't know why, like, usually the space heater does its job well, but for some reason it's just, you know, I can feel the warmth coming out of it. I know it's trying to warm up the garage, but it's just not doing it well for some reason, and I don't know why. However, I did go inside my house for a little bit to, like, use the restroom and stuff, and it was only for like a couple of minutes, and then I come back inside here and I find that the garage door is open because my dog does that all the time. I mean, if the garage door is closed, he will jump at it and open it, and he won't even stay inside. He'll just open the door and he'll just, like, you know, just run off into the yard, acting like the crackhead that he is. And that just made all of the warm air just escape from the garage. And so it's just like, you know, you can't keep doing that. He can hear me too. He can hear me. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. 2nd down and 9. With 2 minutes to go. 24-23. Goff, Jared G has got a first down with an Amon-Ra St. Brown, connection. And Los Angeles is going to take their final timeout. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is going to be great. Los Angeles needs a miracle right now. They need some sort of takeaway. There's Dan Campbell. Oh my goodness. His ear is so red. He does have the headset on, which, I don't know, I guess it makes his ears red. It might make his ears red, you know, redder than normal. Yeah, his other ear doesn't have the headphone on, and it's not as red as the one with the headphone on. And oh man, yeah, they're just gonna knee it. It's 2nd and 11 now. They just did a victory formation. Do they have enough downs? I guess they do. Is my math working out correctly? Or is this Dan Campbell just being Dan Campbell or something? Play clock at 1. So the clock is winding down. There's 1 minute and 5 seconds. It's 3rd and 12. Wait a minute. They could do it one more time, though. Yeah, they can. Oh my god, they're gonna do it. Wow, man. They're gonna do it. Oh, this is special. Man, that is special. My math was off. But the Detroit Lions have won their first playoff game since 1991, Snap's longest losing streak in NFL history. Which was 9 games. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Lions have done it. And they're moving on to the divisionals. Well deserved. Well fought out. Well earned. They won by 1 point. Jared the G. Greeting all the Los Angeles Rams players. There's Aaron Donald. I haven't even mentioned his name at all today, but man, this is really cool. This is actually really cool. There's Cooper Kupp and Jared the G. Wow, man. This is just fantastic. GG Lions. My goodness. What a special moment for all of those fans. My congratulations goes out to those to all those fans. Even though my Seahawks beat them twice in 2 years, you know. Hey, a playoff win. I mean, that's just fantastic, and heck, we might even get to see them go to the NFC Championship. That is a possibility. I mean, I don't know who they're going to be playing next. I think I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to be playing next. But I think with Green Bay winning against Dallas, the Lions get home field advantage once again. There's Sean McVay, who, man, that is the face of a man who knows it's over. It is over for the next, till September. I don't know how many months that is. Is it 8 months, 9 months? I don't know. I don't care. Wow. The Rams season is over, and the Detroit Lions win a wild card game. Fantastic. Fantastic. My congratulations goes out to all those fans. That'll do it for this fourth quarter commentary. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you in the next one. I'm definitely going to be doing another one tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be the Bills game or the Buccaneers and Eagles game. I'm probably going to do the Bills game. The Bills and Steelers game. Yeah, just to have an NFC game and then an AFC game. I think that would be nice. And then next week we're gonna move on to the divisionals, and who knows how many commentaries I'll do for those, but we'll just see. And yeah, we're gonna have fun, and I hope you've had fun. I certainly have, even though it wasn't, the most exciting quarter, that I've announced these for all of these commentaries that I've done over the last couple of weeks. But it's been fun nonetheless to talk, to check in, and to just watch football. So yeah, once again, thank you for tuning in, and that'll do it. I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care. Have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. I'm gonna sign off. Have a good one.